For those of you who spend a lot of time alone, I want you to understand something. One of the hardest lessons I ever learned was that loneliness was never the problem. For years, I filled every empty space in my life. I stayed busy. I surrounded myself with people. I distracted myself with noise because I thought that if I stayed occupied, I would never have to face what was happening inside me. I thought being alone was something to avoid, but then I realized something. Imagine a glass of muddy water. Every time you stir it, the water becomes cloudy. You can't see what's beneath the surface. You can't see what's really there. That's what many of our lives look like. Constant movement, constant distractions, constant noise. We're stirring the water every single day. And then one day, I sat alone. No distractions, no noise, no running, just me. And slowly, the water began to settle. For the first time, I could see clearly. I could see what was hurting me. I could see what was holding me back. I could see the habits, the people, the environments, and the decisions that were draining my life. And that's when I realized being alone was never the issue. The issue was that I had never been quiet long enough to hear myself. Because when you're constantly surrounded by noise, you can't hear your inner voice. You can't hear what your heart is trying to tell you. You can't hear what God is trying to show you. And you certainly can't hear who you're becoming. The more you run from solitude, the less you understand yourself. The less you understand your purpose, the less you understand what needs to change. But when you sit with yourself, when you embrace the silence, something powerful happens. You begin to see clearly, you begin to think clearly, you begin to grow. Because growth doesn't always happen in crowds. Sometimes it happens in quiet places, sometimes it happens when nobody is around, sometimes it happens when it's just you, your thoughts, and the truth. So if you're alone right now, don't assume it's a bad thing. Maybe this season isn't punishment, maybe it's preparation. Maybe life is giving you the space to become the person you're meant to be. Remember this, loneliness was never the issue. The issue was never learning how to sit with yourself long enough to discover who you truly are.